Hello, everybody. This is just an update on everything. Would get a coughing fit right as I go on air. Okay, just so you guys know here, I have been paying attention to the news. The only reason I haven't really gotten my next podcast up off the ground, which is going to be a rather interesting subject, is because I was busy watching the DNC and the RNC. I was watching both as I'm not swinging one particular side of the fence or not. And today I felt like making a video to update everybody what there is to update. Now, you guys are well aware of the what is it, the Canoga up there in Wisconsin. Um, I A black dude was shot. Jacob, whatever the hell his name is, Blake, I think maybe. I'm not sure, but yeah. Um, and the only thing I'm gonna say about his incident is that I don't. I think that 7 shots is a bit excessive. Obviously, the cop who was doing the shooting needs to go back and redo some training on firearms if he shoots 7 times, because according to what I've read, Jacob was only hit 4 times. Be it everybody wants to make a big deal out of 7 bullets, and I get that another black guy got shot. I get that. I get that an African American male was shot in front of his children, which I don't think is right, but at the same time, he also did have an active warrant on him. I'm guessing he had a restraining order of PFA because he stole somebody. The reason the cops showed up is because he was there, and somebody called the cops on him being there. So resisting arrest and all this other stuff. I mean, if everybody wants to be a social justice warrior, go ahead, but you got to pick your battles. And the cops are most likely going to, for the most part, get off on this because he did have an active warrant. And according to what I understand, I'm still waiting for all the information to come through. He is also, I'm not sure what the case is going on about, but apparently there's something about rape on a 15-year-old girl, like third-degree rape or some crap. So the boy wasn't a saint at all. None of us are really saints, no matter how much we want to be. That's just a fact of life. Get over it. Another reason, sidestepping that, another reason I haven't been able to do a whole lot is because I gashed the ever-loving shit out of my thumb. I was making a Harry Potter style wand for my daughter, and it just went the wrong way. And so, yeah, that's my mess up. I'm human. I make mistakes like that. Then, going back to that shooting, who knows what he was reaching into his vehicle for? We really don't know. We really do not know. Along those same borders, you've got the kid Kyle something. I can't ever remember his damn last name. I can Google it and it shows up, but he is now being held over for a month with the shooting incident where he ended up shooting some other guy ended up getting shot in the head, and he ended up shooting at 2 people whilst running to the police. He was doing the right thing. He was turning himself in, and he hasn't shied away from any of his responsibility. Meanwhile, the media is now claiming that the violent protesters need to be remembered because they were good guys. If you weren't a part of that, if you weren't being a peaceful protester, then you were being part of the mob. I know that's probably sounds stupid as hell, but you only fit into one of two camps. You're either you're either peaceably protesting, or you're guarding against people who aren't peaceful protesters. Yes, this kid's stay across state lines. I don't know if he was allowed to have an AR-15 style assault rifle, but I don't know if any of you have actually watched the raw footage. I actually have. And if Kyle had not run for his life as fast as he did, they would have tripped him up anyway. And I can. People are getting mad about that kid about that dude with a skateboard being shot. Why are you attacking somebody with a skateboard? If you're doing violence on them, they have the right to protect themselves. You're using. If he'd have punched him, hey, I can understand it to a point, but now we're to the point where people are so divisive. You're either for Black Lives Matter violence and destruction, or you're fitting in with everybody else who's, well, you're just standing up for the man. No. If you go by law and order, that kid, Kyle, will most likely face a couple of charges. I don't think negligent or intentional homicide is one of them. I'm sorry, but if I'm being chased after 12 damn people who are trying to eviscerate me physically and I have a gun, I'm going to use it. I don't care. Just like a few weeks ago, there was a video about a video with a guy with a white truck. I probably talked about this on last podcast, but this guy veered into a street lamp and crashed his truck, and then got eviscerated by the crowd. He was beaten, kicked in the fucking head. Yet that was okay, because it was Black Lives Matter, and they were protesters. Protesters don't beat the crap out of people. Peaceable protests, I will back up. If you're just sitting there and not blocking traffic, not blocking anybody's ability to walk on the sidewalk, but you're protesting, I am totally fine with it. In fact, I may even join you, even if I don't agree with you, because you have the right to peaceably protest. You have the right to do that. What you don't have the right to do is destroy businesses, destroy property that isn't yours. Go off and tell us we have to hold our hand up because you feel validated by that. I'm waiting for somebody to come tell me to raise my hand up for Black Lives Matter. I'm going to raise my hand. I'm going to raise my arm. And there's going to be one finger extended to show you where the hell you can shove that Black Lives Matter thing. Because in most of the Black Lives Matter stuff, the stuff that I've been seeing isn't peaceable protesting. It's violent rioting by a bunch of anarchists. Now, I don't mind a little bit of anarchy. I don't. But when you're throwing bottles filled with cement and bricks and frozen water bottles at police officers and federal agents and law enforcement officials, at that point I'd be tempted myself to start shooting the shit out of you. You want to throw a brick at me while I'm busy trying to do my job, keeping the country together? Why are you around? Well, I got a family. Well, stay with your damn family. I just felt the need to air this. This is probably going to be a lot bigger than I want it to be. But then we had this Jacob Blake, thinking that's what his name is. Then he's been shot. He wasn't killed. He was paralyzed. Then you have the kid Kyle, who shot 2 or 3 people, and he will be brought up on charges, probably not manslaughter charges or first-degree murder charges, because after watching the video, he didn't commit murder. He was protecting himself. And if he'd have gone up, if he'd have stopped, started walking towards him, and that's murder. They're rushing. He falls down. They're rushing up on him. And in order not to walk away bloody as hell and possibly broken, he fires and kills somebody. So it's murder by self-defense or murder for malicious reason. I don't see malicious reason in that in any of that video. Then we've got the NBA, WNBA, all these other sports franchises standing, kneeling and bowing out for this. Okay, here's my issue with that, and I want to make this part short. You're paid insanely big amounts of money to entertain us, to play this game. We get you for 2 damn hours. You're paid for 2 hours of entertainment to keep yourself healthy when you're not entertaining us. Players are now trying to say they're doing this out of respect for Jacob Blake. Okay, but you're paid to play a game. You have the rest of the day. We get you for 2 damn hours to escape this bullshit we're going through. And you want to boycott a game. You want to keep from entertaining us, which is the reason you get paid. For me, every game you miss, you get $1 or $2 million taken out of your pay. Your pay. Don't like it? Learn to play. You get all this time on social media. You can sound off and be whoever you can be the fearless crusader. When you're on the court, your ass belongs to the fans. Your ass belongs as the court jester. You are our entertainment. You're getting paid to be our entertainment. And that's it. How hard is that? Now, I'm going to start writing my podcast again. I've taken about 2 weeks off just because this is just an overwhelming ball of crap to wade through. I've got another podcast to listen to of somebody else's. But yeah, I'll let you guys know. I'm still writing up a storm, so have fun. All right? Peace out. And thanks for listening to my update.